Do we now say the country is full? Peter Hitchens.
Well, yes, it is. And I think the country simply wasn't designed for the level of population that it has, in terms of housing, in terms of transport, in terms of education, in terms of health provision. We simply haven't got enough. And both the major parties, but all three major parties, have got together in this belief that large-scale immigration is part of the solution of the economic problems they've created. What they've never understood is that actually you can't impose on people this level of mass immigration, not just because of the physical problems, which are great, because if your children are at a school which is affected by it, or if your local health service is affected by it, it is a serious problem. And one word, by the way, to Yasmin, who keeps going on about how people are against migrants. Nobody who's seriously against immigration has any animus against migrants whatsoever. I admire these people. I've lived abroad a couple of times in my life under wonderful conditions with a great deal of help. Anybody who can uproot himself and come to another country has my complete admiration. They do what they do because they think it's sensible and because they're brave and enterprising. Nothing against them. But we as a country encourage them, the politicians encourage them to come, create the conditions in which they come, and they are the ones who need to be challenged. Yes, we are full. It's plain that we're full. And not merely is it doing great harm to our social services and to our health service and to our education and our transport and our housing, it's also doing great social harm because you simply can't, in a civilised fashion, absorb this number of people at once. People need time to integrate and to become British. They can't do it at this rate. It's never been attempted before. An experiment on this scale has never been attempted before in this country. And it doesn't seem to me to be working.
And so you must leave the EU, in effect, to stop free movement of people.
For any measure of self-government, we would have to leave the European Union because these decisions are not taken by us. And if you want decisions about the governing of your country to be taken elsewhere, then these are the people to come to. Right. They can arrange it for you. They will collect the salaries and they'll sit in the ministerial offices and they'll pose with the red boxes and they'll pass the decisions upwards to Brussels and Frankfurt and Luxembourg, where these things are actually done. But if you actually want it done yourself, you have to say, actually, oddly enough, most countries in the world, given the chance to become independent, including most of our former empire, we say, wonderful, you're independent, great, raise your flag, control your own affairs. We ourselves run away from independence. We seem to think that we're unable to cope with it. And why is that?
Michael Gove, you